Hello everyone, welcome back to another World Conquer 4 episode. It is Lilyback Launcher here. Today we are going to be going through the Normandy landings event. I know it's been in the rotation for a while, but this is the first time I can actually record some actual walkthroughs of these levels. I'm not too familiar with them, so they're still fairly new to me. It's not like not like the invasion of Russia Barbarossa event, which we can all do in our sleep, or the Mannerheim Line event, which we can all do in our sleep as well. I never had to make a video for that. But it's annoying that we have the Mannerheim Line event right now because it was recently update day. So you'll notice that the arms thing has has appeared. You've gotten a few more slots in the HQ. I presume that was meant for generals like Bach and the Gaul, who eventually will be able to be upgraded with these wacky new arms, which they haven't explained how to get, and we can't actually use. Thank you, Easy Tech, for your very polished, thoroughly coordinated update. To somehow eventually get these super powerful generals. Or, hey, if you're that impatient, you could just buy them on for real currency, so you can start getting overpowered generals immediately. Instead, you can get the free-to-play version, which I've already purchased, and not even be able to upgrade one of them. Hopefully, they will update very soon. I don't know what the restore was. I accidentally pressed that, I guess. Hopefully, very soon they'll add actual ways to Endgame free to play to be able to get Scepters of Dominance, which is what you need to upgrade your generals. Runestat's already maxed out, so if I want to upgrade him, I need 8 of these things, but I only get 2 for free. You also need these materials here, which you can buy for trades with metals, but they are really expensive. Let's find one of these trades. They're fairly common. You can just refresh trades by going in and out of the menu for a few minutes. And so you can get these for free. I sold Rocco because I figured I just have so many tankers. I rarely ever use Rocco. At least in normal gameplay, when it's like conquest and I'm not recording a video, I'm just trying to grind things out and be quick about it. Yeah, he just takes up a slot. I rarely ever use him. He's a product of the Warzone era, and that era is way out of date. So I sold Rocco in anticipation of being able to upgrade Bach immediately, and that I wouldn't get any additional HQ slots. So whether I like it or not, I got rid of Rocco, but I got like 6,000 medals in return, which isn't as much as I invested in him, of course, but it is still a hefty sum. And I got Bach and the Gaul, thinking I'd be able to upgrade one of them, but alas, no. If I want to train the Gaul, this is what it costs. I could train him up a level. I'm probably going to use the Gaul as my as my go-to general, because once you have level 7 Rumor with disability Firepower Blockade, you basically can string together a really long string of moves. And when I put Artillery Leader and that Dominance ability on him that Hermann Hoth has, he'll be incredibly powerful and do heavy damage. And then I'll also upgrade things like mobility, and you see you'll also be able to finish upgrading artillery all the way, and I'll definitely do that. I'll give him a health boost, and he'll probably be my primary artillery commander after maybe Brook. Brook is still really powerful. But that's basically, but let me show off what Bach offers. Basically, with critical attack, it boosts the critical attack of friendly forces. Here it has a good chunk. I'll just put armor assault and probably the ability that Koenig has out of the box. Let's pull up Koenig. I'll probably put Fighting Spirit on him because not only are you giving a 40% critical attack boost, you're putting it on a heavy tank, so it'll have 2 range anyway. It can respond to almost any kind of fire, and being able to heal yourself and allies while also providing a heavy damage boost, I think is a very useful ability. That's why I configured Koenig to also have crowd fighting, but he's been quite limited in this ability, since only one infantry unit has 2 range, and that's every other turn or every other 2 turns. So you can't really put Koenig and expect him to survive on something like 1950 Conquest, where everything has 2 or 3 range and is ultra lethal to infantry of any stripes. Excuse me, having a sip of the coffee there. So yeah, what else was in the update? There was supposed to be new events, instead of the Mannerheim Line defense event, I was hoping we'd do the Stalingrad defense event, which looks pretty tough and looked like it would be a challenge for endgame players like me. It would be like a really good test for mid-game players. I was hoping that, they'd add another event spot to the rotation so they can start adding some of these events, Instead of Normandy landings, it would have been nice if the Normandy landings event ended when the update started, so we can get the new Western Desert event, which is like North Africa, as a campaign. So that would have been nice, but no. Normandy landings. Let's get into it. As I said at the very beginning of the video, before a lot of ranting, sorry it took so long. Normandy landings has been in the rotation for a while. I'm not ultra familiar with it. It's a World War II campaign event, so I think once you're in the mid game, like mid game or early late game, you shouldn't have too much difficulty with this. But let's get into the actual battle, which is Sicily. Hope you guys are also enjoying the music. This is if you've been with me since the earliest Doom Warzone videos, you'll be familiar with this. This is from an old game that I used to love. I think it was like the ultimate precursor to Clash of Clans. It was called Battle Nations, and it was this really fun like sandbox MMO. I don't even know the name, but it was like Clash of Clans before Clash of Clans became a thing. It dominated the app market in the early days of mobile gaming. So it was a good vibe. It had killer music and a great community. I think they're bringing it back. It was shut down in 2018, but they're bringing it back recently, and the community is dying for it. And you can hear the music is an absolute jam. Anyway, continuing along, we have an M26 Pershing. This is a free-to-play guide. Any premium content I use, maybe something like an extra Blitzkrieg medal and an extra Patriot medal, which is the infantry damage raider boost. And since I will not be using the abilities on the Tiger, since not everyone has the level 5 Tiger, I'm gonna actually be deploying Guderian immediately. Konev, I swapped out Rumor for Inspiration. It was definitely worth it. I'm keeping the jungle fighting on him though. Very useful ability for him to have. Despite the fact that he's intended to be an elite commander, when I deploy Brook, you'll see why I'm not doing that. I'm putting down Yamaguchi immediately, because I want to start doing damage to some of their stronghold, and we have stronghold units to deal with rather than just taking the towns. I'm putting Guderian with the most landing options since he's who I'm prioritizing getting landed first. The armor and artillery. I have an extra tank, so I'll be giving that to Bastico. I'm gonna be a bit more cavalier in using my backup infantry. Why not? I just know that this destroyer is gonna come in and draw the artillery fire from one of these turrets, so I might as well move up my naval assets anyway. I'm prioritizing deploying the Darien, who I can't move because of the Alpine. Oh my god, bro, that is so annoying. That is so annoying, bro. Alpine are only effective when they're against you. They're completely useless otherwise. Well, when they're against you, oh my god, they're so annoying. We do also have a medic here, but the commander on him isn't very good. I won't be using him, but I mean, that doesn't mean you guys shouldn't. Prioritizing the medic over the Alpine. Friendly AI is really stupid. By attacking that coastal artillery, I'm increasing the chances that the AI does something much more favorable, like actually landing. It doesn't hurt to keep your friendly AI in good condition. On occasion they do something that's actually beneficial. Should have moved Guderian up first. Getting through this mess here is going to be a pain in the ass, but I'd rather be putting fire down on Messina. They can't actually touch that fortress there though. Alright, we'll rotate around to Palermo instead. Unfortunate that I found that out after my move. Even veteran players. Sorry if you guys can hear the birds outside. They're incessant and insufferable. It is time for Brook. And since we have the heavy fortresses that we have to deal with, Gustav's and its ability are finally coming in handy. I've had this ability for a while. Couple of months at least. Hasn't been too useful. This might be one of the few times I'll use it. I think we're reaching the point where more people are getting the Gustav ability, so I'll be more comfortable using it. But unlike the Tiger ability, I'm not quite sure how many people have the Tiger ability. Should have deployed the Brandenburger first. Come on, let's go. I'd have an extra pair of turns out of them. Brandenburgers are useful because you can do... Just giving you a quick look of my general before. Everything else is pretty clear. Brandenburgers are useful because immediately out of spawn you can do something like that. Keep Guderian chugging along happily. God, he's so overpowered with the inspiration and inferior victory on him. By selling Rocco, I freed up some tank abilities. I was one away from getting all of these abilities anyway, and these are my first level 5 tank abilities. Guderian is now as stacked as he possibly can be. I am more than fine letting Guderian take that entire flank by himself. Unfortunately, now that leaves Konev out of range. Bastico needs the health more, but he didn't get the kill, so that's a proper shame. Definitely not letting the British take that. LMAO. Imagine. Damn, man. He hits like a truck. He hits like a truck. Go on, Americans. You excitable little fellows. That's Patton there. You should be moving without fear. Man, with Italy, Guderian fighting on the American side against the Italians, it's always confusing with Italy. Bad boy. We don't like you, Alpini. I believe that. The defenses get priority. Rocketeer with Moretskov. I should have used that second move to move away because now the Alpini is going to lock him in place and I won't be able to move him. Negating his biggest advantage, that being his Brandenburger ability. Let's keep moving. I should use Higuchi first on the true secondary infantry. Right, I'm just trying to deploy you, bro. Come on, man. There we go. Bloody hell. Oh, never mind. I can still move. How wonderful. I can do that. Very nice. Damn, Guderian hits hard. Definitely want Brook leading this attack. Look at this. Man, he hits so hard. So does Malinovsky. Alright. And that extra mobility on that scoff. Definitely worth it. I know I'm not going to be able to take out... Oh my god. Whoa. Heavy. I shouldn't be surprised since I did get an upgrade that made the critical damage do 10% more. It has defense down and it takes 20% more damage, yeah. That's a killer combo. Would be even better if I had Malinovsky providing his 15% boost. See if we can do it again. Yes, sir. I like seeing those big numbers on infantry units. And that was mission number 1, Sicily, of the Normandy landings event. I'll see you guys in the next one. If you've enjoyed the video, if you found it helpful, informative, very useful. There wasn't too much to say about the update since there's not that much that we can do. Easy Tech, please stop releasing half-finished updates. Or making us wait, poorly coordinated updates. It is kind of frustrating. You know, second update in like every other update is like this. But I'll see you guys in mission number 2. This is the laid back launcher setting off. 07 everyone.